Now, did I ask for a bag? No. Did my husband ask for a bag? Yes. Hi guys, and welcome back. If you are new around here, my name is May, and today we have a very fun and exciting Hermes unboxing. These are actually the souvenirs that I was able to pick up from Doha. I have two which I'm super excited to share, and the third one was a very kind of spontaneous addition at the end of the trip, but I'm very happy that I was able to get it specifically in Doha because it kind of gives me, well, we'll get into it. I've always really enjoyed shopping abroad and kind of bringing back a little souvenir, just because anytime that I use that particular piece, I know that I will think about that destination. So Doha was no different. I definitely went into Doha with one thing and one thing only in mind, and I was able to get two. So let's get right into it. As you can see, they have not been opened since I received them, and if you are an Hermes connoisseur, I'm sure you know what is in here. So let's start off with the first one. I'm not sure which one it is, but while I get this open for you guys, we visited the Place Vendôme Mall. Guys, it is amazing. Like, I shared all my stories over on Instagram in regards to the trip, and I also pointed out how everything in Doha is so extra, and I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I just felt like it was so extravagant whenever we would walk into like hotel lobbies, any mall or anything like that. So I knew that I wanted to check out the Hermes boutique while we were there. And as we walked into the boutique, it had basically just opened up because we ended up getting there a little bit earlier. So we walked in and it was pretty empty, but there were already people being helped by SAs. And one of the SAs kind of came up to us and was like, oh, do you guys need help? And we were like, yeah, we do. They're like, okay, we'll get someone with you right away. So I actually felt that the SAs there were very attentive to the people coming in. Like, they would greet everyone and kind of be like, we're going to be right with you. We're going to be right with you. So we waited probably around for like, I want to say maybe 5 to 7 minutes. And then the same lady came again. She was like, have you been helped? And we said, no, we haven't. And then she brought a gentleman that helped us. So we just started talking to the gentleman. When we travel abroad, I feel like it's so easy to make conversation because we just really like ask questions about the city, where they're from. You know, Doha is, I think, like over 90% are expats. So there's a lot of people from all over the world. So we were just having like a conversation with the gentleman, and then he was like, is there anything you're looking for? And I'm like, yes, I'm looking for this. And let me share with you the first one, which I don't know which one it is, so I'm excited because there's definitely one that I loved over the other, but I couldn't pass them up. So, okay, this is the really good one. So we got here a little souvenir, and it is a Pegasus, you guys. I'm so excited to finally get one of these. I have been after my SA forever. I feel like every time I go into the boutique, I ask her for one and she always searches, and of course there's never any. And then I shared with you guys that I went to London and they brought out a few boxes when I was there, and I ultimately just ended up going for this one because I felt like it was perfect. But I promise, these are one of those pieces that when you add one, it becomes an addiction. Now I want them in like every single color combination. And if you have been here for a minute and you have been watching my whole Hermes journey, which I have shared with you guys very openly, you know that my SA, like right when I started with her, actually offered me I think it was a rodeo, and I declined it. I did a whole video kind of saying like, I think I messed up, like I shouldn't have declined it. But at that moment, I honestly, like, I wasn't into them, and that's totally okay. We could like not love something and all of a sudden start falling in love with it. It happens with handbags, it happens with clothing pieces, it happens with shoes, it happens with rodeos and Pegasus. It is what it is. I feel like I've been cursed from like the rodeo and Pegasus from my home boutique because, as I said, I haven't been able to get one in my home boutique. So I fell in love with this one, and I've been wanting a Pegasus since then. The difference, obviously, as you can see, is that the Pegasus does have the little kind of wings, which I think is so fun and so cute. I saw this one actually hanging out on a backpack, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I hope they have this one in stock. And originally, when I mentioned to him, okay, yes, I want a Pegasus, he was like, oh, a rodeo? I'm like, well, I actually want the one with the wings. Like, I didn't want another rodeo. I wanted the wings. So he's like, okay, let me see what we have. And then he brought out two, and the colors were just not colors that I was interested in, and I'm like, do you have anything else? And he's like, what kind of colors are you looking for? And I was like, look, I'm a neutrals kind of girl. Like, I have a Picotin in this color, I have my Birkin in this color, which funny enough, I wasn't carrying my Birkin that day when we went in. I did take the Birkin on the trip, which I felt like that was the perfect trip to take her on. So I was like, I'm a very neutral person. These are the ones that I have. And then he was like, okay, let me go away. He came back with 4 other boxes, and I was like, okay, there has to be something good in there. And there was. So this is the first one. As I mentioned, I'll make sure to put the color combination on the screen because it's in the receipt, which is somewhere in my luggage that I have yet to unpack. I love it. I'm obsessed with this one. Actually, let's see how it goes with Nugget, because ideally, so cute. I love it. It is so, so cute. I feel like the colors are also so good for this season coming up. I don't think it has gold. I don't think any of these particular colors are gold, but I just love that the tones are very similar to one another. How cute, you guys. I really like the whole kind of monochromatic look of like the Pegasus or the Rodeos against the handbag. I'm obsessed. So, so cute. Obviously, I would take off the Twilly because I do think it's a little bit too much. I actually did a poll on Instagram a few weeks or a few days ago, kind of asking you guys, you know, like, are you all into the bag charm trend? Because I know that that's all the rave at the moment. And I think that some people pull it off super cool. It's very like within them in their style. For me in particular, I feel like I'm more of like the muted type of kind of charms. So I like a little Twilly. I like a little Rodeo. Oh, I actually put this one because I actually styled the Picotin like this with the Rodeo and the Twilly. And I was somehow like, okay, did I go overboard? Like, is it a little bit too much? But a lot of you kind of wrote back, like the fact that they're very like sort of muted colors, it paired well. And obviously we do have a few pops on the Twilly. So again, little by little, it started growing on me. Who knows? Maybe I will become the extra kind of like bag charm person, because we all know you can like something or you cannot. And then it turns out to be the complete opposite a few months later. Okay, May from the future. I've already put everything away, but forgot that I didn't mention to you guys how kind of like our experience went in the boutique. I think I just got carried away with unboxing the pieces, but I wanted to address, or I wanted to basically share that we went into the boutique. Again, we were asked, and then once we sat with the SA, I went straight into what I was looking for, because he did ask what I was there for. And then we were just kind of talking to him a little bit after. He was from Lebanon, so we kind of, you know, talked to him a little bit in regards to that. And then he said, is there anything else that you guys are looking for? And I was like, no, that's about it. We talked some more about something else, and then I didn't pick up on it, but he asked again, okay, is there anything else that you guys are looking for? My husband is like direct to the point. He does not sugarcoat anything. He does not beat around the bush. That's just him in general. So he was just like, well, is there a possibility that you may have a Kelly back there in order to make my wife happy? And I almost died. I was like, Jesus, you couldn't have like, you know, gone in a little bit kind of slower. You just like straight to the point. And then the SA just kind of laughed. But here's where I want to kind of, you know, address the visit. He was like, do you guys have a profile already with us here? And I told him no, that we did not. He's like, do you have a profile in Qatar in general or in Dubai? So that comes to show you guys that, you know, again, there is no black and white answer for this whole sort of, you know, getting a bag in Hermes. He said that it was actually kind of tough in order to get offered bags, that people took, you know, over a year in order to get offered any bags in that boutique. However, he did also mention that if there were, he didn't use the term big spenders. I don't remember exactly what term he used right now, but he said, you know, if people do come in and have a large pre-spend, there is a possibility that they can get it a lot quicker within a couple of months. So there you have it, a little bit of a report in regards to the Hermes handbag game abroad. Let me know if you've ever kind of gone into a boutique and kind of just, you know, built a relationship with someone and asked for a bag, how it's gone for you. I love listening to you guys' story, as always, in the comment section down below. So second piece that I picked up, as I said, he did bring out 4 little boxes, and the biggest regret I had from London was the fact that I didn't take 2 when that gentleman brought out the options, because he actually brought out 4. I loved 2 of them, but I had just purchased my Stradbary handbag. So, you know, we gotta pick and choose our battles while we're traveling. At the end of the day, I wanna splurge on the vacation and not too much on materialistic things. But again, we wanted a little souvenir. So I knew that this time around, I definitely wanted to pick up 2 if they did bring out 2 options, which I did love. So this is the second one, and I think we have a little bit of color in this one. All right, so we have, oh, battery dying. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Another great addition and super good for the season. And we have some color, you guys. Are you impressed? Are you shocked? Are you surprised? Let me know in the comment section down below. But this is super cute. I loved the fact that, again, we have some color, but as you can see, they're very sort of neutral, classic color tones. I actually brought out my Speedy because the strap details, so like this little part and then the tail, kind of are like a deep brown sort of color. So I thought, how fun. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And I'm really happy because I honestly have not grabbed this bag in quite some time. I just feel like I'm either gravitating towards other bags. I recently added my Cleo Bella bag right here. Oh, and my water bottle, which I completely forgot was there. But this one, which I've really been enjoying incorporating for the season, browns and like sort of deep rich reds are all the rave at the moment. But I also know that like this is timeless. The classic Damier Ebene print, I just feel is so classic. But how cute does that look? So you see this with like a very monochromatic sort of look, even like a jean on jean sort of look, and then just have the bag and the little charm be kind of like the pop. Honestly, the brown is like the exact sort of treated color of the Damier Ebene handles and even the little tag here. Oh my god, I didn't even think about this combination when I saw it, but as I unboxed it now and I saw my Speedy, I was like, ooh, that could work. And it does. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it, you guys. So initially, what I thought I was going to pair this one with was my Picotin. So let's see how it looks with that one. Okay, so exactly. So I felt like the brownish color, which again leads me to the fact of the taupe being such a chameleon sort of color. Actually, let me put it in the back so that the twilly kind of doesn't take away from it. But I feel like with a taupe, it really depends what shade you choose to wear that pulls different tones from this color. So if you choose to go the gray route, I feel like you'll see a lot more gray. And then if you choose to go the brown route, I feel like it pulls a lot more brown. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. I think I did so good with the 2 that I chose. I feel like they're going to be year-round sort of charms that I can add onto my handbags. Oh my god, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I think it is so cute. So there we go. Those were my 2. Oh my god, how cute. I'm so obsessed. Oh my god, those things are so cute. I can't wait. I actually texted my SA, and what was it that I was texting her about? Oh, I texted her a picture of Nugget because I shared with you guys in a vlog that I recently did that I was talking to her and we kind of were saying how like Doha would be the perfect place to take Nugget, and she was totally correct, you guys. Like people had like all types of beautiful Hermes bags. Like the bag game in Doha is strong and I was totally there for it. We actually sat down once at the mall, like at night we went to walk around, which the Place Vendôme mall I believe closes either at 11 or 12, like midnight. amazing, the best thing, because I do feel like a lot of people actually head out at night rather than during the day for obvious reasons. Very, very warm. So we kind of just sat down for a minute because we were waiting for the fountains to come on. They have a beautiful fountain show in the mall. And I was just there kind of sitting and just admiring all the beautiful handbags that were walking around. Like, and I would tell Rudy, my husband, look at that one. Oh my God, I haven't seen that one. Look at that beautiful color. Like, I felt like I was like a little kid in a candy store. And then last but not least, I do want to share with you the piece that I picked up in the airport. It did not come in this box. It came in a different box, which unfortunately I had to leave behind because we did have a connecting flight. So we flew from Doha to New York, and then from New York we were gonna fly into Miami. So since we were already past the security checkpoint, we were able to carry the Hermes bag when we made the purchase into the airport perfectly fine, because I had my keep-all as my personal item and then my carry-on. However, on the connecting flight from New York to Miami, we had to go through the security checkpoint again. And then since I had the Hermes bag separate, it's technically considered a third piece. So the lady was like, look, you know, you can't, not gonna happen. You can't go in with that. So unfortunately, I couldn't fit the box into my keep-all or my husband's keep-all. We were just definitely overpacked. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. I said my goodbye to my little Hermes box, but she had to stay behind with the bag and everything. So this is another box that I just grabbed from my collection that I have. All right, so in here we have a scarf. I will pop up the name on the screen, but it is a size 45. And I actually follow a lady on Instagram. She is amazing at doing like scarf styles and like explaining the illustrations of the scarves. I love her page. I'll make sure to leave a link down below. And as soon as she shared this one, I was like, ooh, I want it. So quick little backstory. I ended up adding the shawl, which I shared with you guys in the unboxing that I did a couple of videos back, and I've also shown a ton of pictures over on Instagram. It was a mix of cashmere and silk, and I was kind of worried because I was like, oh, is the cashmere going to make me hot, you know, while in Doha? Guys, it was so good. I don't know if it's the fact that it had so much less fabric than like your typical 140 shawl, but just the fact that I had it over my shoulders, it was perfect. I did not feel warm. Obviously, it was very hot, but I didn't feel uncomfortable with that particular piece over top. So as soon as I tested that one out, I knew that for sure I wanted to add this one because I feel like this is going to be a perfect piece to incorporate while here in Miami. So it is this beautiful scarf in the size 45, and look at the colors. How stunning are these colors? And I don't know why, but like the whole, and I know that Doha has nothing to do with horses, but somehow like just the decoration, the illustration, the color, the details kind of gave me like little Doha vibes. So I thought it was the perfect little souvenir. And as I said, I just feel like this one is going to be so perfect for here. Now, one thing that I did want to point out that I actually learned from, I believe her name is Abigail, is when you are purchasing a scarf, it's really important, or it's a nice touch or a good idea, that's where I'm trying to get at, that you actually look at the corners of the scarf, because when you style the scarf, if you do have different illustrations or details at the corners, it's kind of gonna almost give you a different scarf every time you style it. So that was something that she pointed out in one of her videos, and I was like, ooh, that's a smart idea. So again, she shared this one, and I ultimately just started looking at the corners, saw that there were so many nice details on each different corner that I was like, this is a great little piece to add. So I do have this one on today, which is a 90 by 90. Super old. I think this was the first actual scarf that I added from Hermes, and it's actually one of my favorite illustrations that they have done. It's the Fanfare on Parade or something like that. I just love like all the beautiful colors, but this one, I have styled my other 45, which is all silk, before, and I just think it's so cute to like do a simple little knot and just style it like this. My husband calls me a stewardess whenever I style it like this, but how cute is that? Just a simple little detail, and look how it elevates like a cute, just basic tank top. You can do this even with a t-shirt and then throw over a little jacket, or you can do it with like a blazer to go into work. Ooh, love that. I share with you guys whenever I kind of do like little styling ideas over on Instagram, so I'll make sure to leave that link down below. But another way, and one way that Abigail really likes to style hers, is kind of like the bandana way. Obviously, if I had my hair up, this would be a lot better, but again, very cute, very simple, but you add a little something to your outfit. And I've just become a huge fan of like scarves, simply because I feel like there's so many different ways that you can incorporate them. I mean, I've even used my other 45, which is all silk, and styled it on my picketing rather than going the twilly route. So really happy that I was able to get this one. And again, I just thought it was a cute sort of like little souvenir that I can have with me, and it will always remind me of Doha. Let me know what you guys thought about my new Pegasus. I am so excited to have both of them into my collection. Again, I feel like they're going to be great colors just year round. And I'm really happy that I was able to add that scarf, because I do feel like it's going to be a great addition going into fall and winter. As always, I really appreciate all of you for taking some time to hang out with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.